What's up, this is Jake with Hike 734, hiking the south rim of the Grand Canyon of Yellowstone in Yellowstone National Park near Canyon. And this trail starts out over by the bridge that goes over the river, and it just follows the canyon all the way up past waterfalls, and I followed it all the way up to Point Sublime, and now I'm working my way back. And like I said, you start out over by the bridge, and that's kind of the breaking point where the water starts out all nice and or finishes being smooth and then goes and starts becoming all rapidy. And it right from underneath there, the cool thing is the trail does a really good job of following the river, and you've got these cool rocks just hanging out in the middle, a cool old bridge on the other side. It's just a really great area, and you can start to see the beginning of the upper falls of Yellowstone River. And then after walking for a little bit, kind of just going through trees and following the river, you end up coming to this really cool viewpoint that's got this little boardwalk thing. And yeah, there they are. The upper falls are amazing. They're actually an incredible waterfall, regardless of without the lower falls, but the lower falls makes it even, it's crazy. Anyway, so then past that, you just keep working your way along and just kind of seeing the river just take that long line out over, and then you kind of come to where it starts to get more crowded because there's a lot more turnoffs and parking areas, and so you get a lot of people that are just visiting from the road. So it starts to get a little bit cozy, but still looking at the upper falls. And then working your way, the next stop is Uncle Tom's, and I guess he was a guy that would take people down to the Yellowstone River via ropes and all kinds of stuff. But instead, today we get to go down a lot of stairs. It's like 328 or something like that. And anyways, those stairs take you down to an amazing view of lower falls. And I actually, right here, I'll show you, Kristen and I got almost to the bottom earlier this year in May. So you can go ahead and see with a bunch of snow and what it looks like early season. And then of course now you can look at it, and it's just crazy because the spray from the water makes waterfalls on the other side. I mean, they're little tiny ones, but it's amazing. Anyways, it's hard to explain the power of these things or the grandeur, but trust me, you just need to come and check it out and then you'll appreciate it. But anyways, so yeah, just continue walking along, and we're working our way up to Artist Point, which is a pretty crowded place, but just all along the way you kind of duck in and out of trees and just are walking along the Grand Canyon. And the formations of the canyon are fantastic, and the variance is mind-blowing. If you just stop and really pay attention to the nuance, you really see pillars here, red here, orange over here. It's amazing, and it's just so cool just to see the variety as you work your way up the canyon, and you get little tiny views of the falls again. And anyways, just super cool. And then finally you break out over by Artist Point, and it had been raining on and off today, so it wasn't as busy as it can be, which it can be super busy. But anyways, yeah, just great. Just the waterfall. I mean, Artist Point is a super famous one, so just come there and take your pictures and stuff. And then I went over by the trailhead that said Ribbon Lake to go over to Point Sublime, and started working my way up along the canyon. And it goes into woods for a little bit, and then it just follows the edge of the canyon really, really well. And the features here just are so great, and you get to, as you work your way along, looking down at all these amazing things, you also get to see a couple of the bigger rapids that are down below, and so that's definitely fun because it's they're more cascade kind of things. They're not these big waterfalls, but they're definitely powerful, and you definitely get a sense of the power of this river and how it tore a big seam through this all this rock. But anyway, so yeah, I kept working my way. I'm kind of blabbing a little bit so I can show you more footage. Anyway, so finally, unfortunately, Point Sublime is kind of a letdown. After you've walked along and had all these amazing viewpoints, Point Sublime has this fencing here, and it's grown by trees. I don't even know what's sublime about it. the stroll is sublime, but not the point. But anyway, so now I'm just kind of working my way back. You can pair this. There's a little spur trail if you look at my Clear Lake Ribbon Loop trail. You can go ahead and pair this with Clear Lake if you want to. I know people do. So anyway, so yeah, feel free to do it. There's a couple different ways to do this. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and head back on this trail to get over by my car. But yeah, super great hike if you can handle a lot of people in various sections. But man, you just follow the Yellowstone River as it just goes through the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone, which is super fantastic. So anyways, I'm Jake with Hike 734, hiking the south rim of the Grand Canyon of Yellowstone River in Yellowstone National Park. If you like this video, subscribe on YouTube and head over to hike734.com for more goodness.